What's up guys, I'm ABMG OMG. Hi. Okay, so today we're gonna be having a vlog slash talking session about just the Gen Z life, because it's tiring. It's fucking tiring. Oh my god, and no fucking parent or old person will understand. So let's just get into it. Honestly, I really just wanna talk about people. Like, people suck. Like, I just want to talk about people because I just feel like people could just be so much better than we are. You know what I mean? Like, like I should literally talk last, right? But like, I'm actually just getting so sick and tired. Like, I'm talking as a Gen Z, okay? I am just getting so fucking frustrated with a bunch of moody people, a bunch of rude people, a bunch of entitled people. I'm getting so sick of it. I'm getting sick of the school systems. I'm getting sick of the work system. I'm getting sick of the system in general. It is frustrating me. I just wish that people could find peace. my husband is quite religious, and he says that people are never gonna find peace until like God comes and, you know, judges us. Like, you know how it is in the Bible and the Quran and in a bunch of religions, God will come, he's gonna judge us one day, and yeah, the world's gonna end that day. And religion is a really awkward topic for me personally, but you know, I don't really want to be living in a world where people are going to be miserable forever until a God appears and then wakes everyone up. Well, why can't we do that ourselves? Are we really that incompetent to be happy with each other? Like, there was this one clip that I found when it came to race on YouTube. There was this one clip. If I could find it, I will show it to you. But it was like this one thing about race. These two black people were debating against a white person, and this white person like made a comment about racism. You know, it's not a, I can't remember exactly what he said, but they ended up laughing at him, right? And he was like, okay, fine. You tell me why black people are so angry all the time. You tell me why black people are shooting more than the places in the white people, like, areas. Like, he was so, like, upfront about it, and, like, they just couldn't say anything afterwards. Like, even the crowd was just so quiet.
How can you argue that racism is not a driving factor in income inequality?
Because it has nothing to do with race and everything to do with culture. And when you have a culture that doesn't... And when... You know what? Explain to me. You explain to me why black kids aren't graduating high school. Explain that one to me. Explain to me why black kids are shooting each other in rates significantly higher than whites are shooting each other. Explain to me why 13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the murder. Explain to me why the number of black kids in prison, not for innocent reasons, not for walking down the street and getting pulled into a prison, is so high. Explain, if it has nothing to do with culture, explain to me why the single motherhood rate in the black community jumped from 20% to 70% in the same course of time that the civil rights movement has made such tremendous strides. Is America more racist now than it was in 1960? And if it is, please explain to me how that happened.
How can you argue?
Like, people have a point when it comes to racism. Like, people with darker skin color are still angry. Like, the people before us told us about what happened. Like, people are angry even though they weren't even there, even though I totally understand. Sorry, I'm editing really quickly. I just wanted to add that I have experienced racism myself. Like, I've totally experienced that myself, so I understand the anger that you feel that comes with it. But also, I was raised in like a white family, so I wouldn't really feel it as much because I was surrounded by white people. So just like having white people around you just gives you like a point. You know what I mean? Like, it's wrong, but that's how it works. The struggle, like, no, I don't even understand the struggle because I wasn't even there, and it doesn't even make me angry because I don't understand it that well, because honestly, I was brought up in a white family. I wasn't educated about anything, and only recently, like these past few years, am I learning about quite a lot of stuff, and I'm not even that angry still. Like, so many things make people angry these days, but like, obviously I'm in a totally different country than these Americans, right? So I would say South Africa probably had it the worst because we were the poorest countries, and then we were the richest countries, and then we were poor again, right? But like, all I know is that racism has a huge part in why people are so angry. Wait, what? Children, am I right? You know why I feel like the Gen Z are so angry these days? It's because people, like, we're starting to realize, like, I don't know, I've just had so much time to think and just have some, like, spiritual moments with myself and just, like, think about what I'm angry about, what other people could be angry about, you know. What I'm most angry about is that the problems that the people before us made is not our problems, you know what I mean? And we keep complaining and doing the drugs, and we keep smoking and we keep complaining and doing the drugs, and we keep smoking and we keep complaining and then repeat, but we don't know what to do. Like, it's such a big world and there's so many struggles, and it's like so many different things that add up to one big thing. And it's like, what? We don't learn this kind of stuff at school. We learn the irrelevant. The stuff that we should be learning is about people. Like, human beings, we're people magnets. We need human contact. We need people in our lives. And the one thing that we should be learning about is how to handle people and how to, you know, accept people is the one thing that we're not learning about. And you have to learn about it through going to schools, paying more money, something that money. It's like, what decisions is the right decisions? Like, the way the world is going nowadays, it's like everything is moving towards social media. The world is moving towards social media. How do we make the world a better place using social media? So many accounts trying to spread the word about being good, but then it doesn't hit to a lot of people in the world, and then there's still people out there that are like, you know, I'm not an influencer, I'm not a YouTuber, people won't see me, I can talk whatever shit I want. Or they have like a big crowd of people, they're popular, and the way they've acted for years is the way that they've known for years, and they're not gonna change. They're just the same bitter, rude people, and they're rude to everyone except their friends, the people that are exactly like them. Do you want to know why it was so hard for me personally? I don't know if other people can relate, but this is my fucking YouTube channel and I'm gonna talk about me. One reason why I feel the struggle the most is, first of all, I was adopted. And I was adopted at birth, okay? So I've known my parents for my whole life, okay? Mama, take that one. So it's not like I moved in with them when I was like 12 or something. I've known them since I was a baby. My parents, though, they were quite old when they adopted me. They were like, not old, okay, they were like in their 40s, okay? And for a 40-year, like, my mom was in her 40s. My dad was like 7 years younger than her. So a 40-year-old woman, they're already tired, you know what I mean? They worked so hard for their husband, or like they just worked for themselves, you know what I mean? And now for a child to come in, my dad wanted a child. My mom wanted to relax, okay? My mom had a long life just for her 40 years. So my dad wanted a kid, my mom just wanted to relax, but she also just didn't want to lose her husband, so she complied, and they got me, and she loved me. She said she loved me. The moment she got me, she dreamt about my face like every single night for like days. I'm gonna do a part 2 about my adoption story, so don't worry. But one thing that always came in between me and my parents is that our age gap is so like big. It's impossible to relate to my parents and for them to relate to me. Like, I remember being such an angry child because they just wouldn't understand me. Like, sometimes just understanding your kid is way more that you can do than sending them to a therapist, popping them pills. Like, just understanding your child, it's worth more than money, you know what I mean? Being a mom myself and being kind of a young mom, I've learned so much. The fact that my kid is still 4 years old and just can't properly talk to me yet bugs me so much, because I just want to understand him. He is so sensitive, he's so shy, but when he makes a friend, he really loves that friend, you know what I mean? It takes some time to want him to go socialize. I can see that. It's like really difficult for him. Like, he's only 4, and when I was pregnant with him, there was so much stress in my life, like so much fucking stress. It's my fault that he's so like anxious all the time, because I was anxious when I was pregnant with him. That's why they say don't be stressed when you're pregnant, because don't be stressed when you're pregnant. It really does something to your kid. They feel your emotions when you're pregnant, and then that's how they come out. And yeah, so yeah, you know, last year was probably the hardest years of my life, only because I was by myself. Like, there was so much going on in my life, okay? So I was by myself. I lived with my parents. Like, I moved back to my parents' house, okay? And just going back, like, I was 14 when I left, and then I went back when I was 18. And just going back, I was like, I need to make money. Like, how am I gonna go about this? And last year it was like so hard to find jobs. Like, the struggle was really real, and I haven't stopped smoking weed ever since, because the anxiety of just it's just coming back. You know, it's okay if you feel like sometimes people suck, because they do, but they're probably angry. They're probably really angry. Like, sometimes they don't even know what they're angry about. They're just so angry. And it's life, it's culture, it's social media, it's actually television also, like Netflix. Netflix is so dark. Like, have you noticed how dark Netflix is? Any kind of series you put on, they tell you that there's no God, there's nothing there. Like, have you noticed that? It's so dark. They're trying to put you in like this deep hole of being brain dead, where you're just sitting and contemplating. Like, it's hilarious. It's really hilarious, because that's how the system has always been. It's always been like that, trying to make people feel like they're so insignificant in life. It's just how it goes. It's life. But something that I do like that's happening now these days is how people are recognizing how serious mental health is. Like, when I was at school, which was not so long ago, I was 14, so that was like 5 years ago when I was at school. People with mental health, there was no school psychologist at my school, okay? So if your mental health was at a point where the teachers can't help you, and like where the teachers can't help you, you have to be sent away. And I've had 2 friends that were sent out of school. Myself personally, I had really bad mental issues, okay? So there was a time period where I wouldn't go to school. Like, I was just like not interested in school. I'd rather be in bed. My parents were sorting themselves out. They were trying to fix their relationship, as well as have me be morbid and depressed. And my school suspended me because I was depressed. Like, because I missed days of school, they suspended me from school. So no more school. Like, you don't have to come to school, it's chilled. They suspended me for not wanting to go to school. Like, I don't know, they suspended me. I came back, and then they got this really like sour guidance counselor, I guess you can call him that. But he's nothing like a guidance counselor. He literally, like, if a student were to go to him with a problem, or like, let's say like the student like had a problem with another student, he literally wouldn't believe that student until there was like someone that actually saw what happened. Like, he literally wouldn't believe anyone until he had actual proof. Like, what kind of a guidance counselor is that? What? And so many times, like, he told me, just stop being angry, just stop being so angry. How? How do you stop being angry when you're surrounded by people that make you angry? Taking your route back to my girl code video, the girl code is messed up. What the fuck is up with girls, huh? Why are girls so angry at each other? What the fuck is up with that? Like, there must have been something that happened in like humans past where girls just like, there was like this huge thing with girls, because we're like literally programmed to like worry about every girl. Like, do you know how hard it is to go somewhere looking so hot without some girl judging you? Like, obviously they judge you because they're jelly or like there's something going on there, but like, why must I look at me? Don't you think you're hot? Like, just because I want to look hot today doesn't mean you have to look at me like that. Like, give me some kind of sly ass look. Like, why are you giving me that look, bitch? Because obviously if a girl gives you like some kind of ugly look, you're obviously going to retaliate in a negative way in your mind. It's like unless a girl's to come up to you negatively, you're going to respond negatively. Everything that we do is so negative. Like, unless you're friends with a girl. Has anyone not noticed that? I don't know about anyone else, but I am just so tired. I am exhausted and I haven't even been here long. I didn't ask to be here, but nevertheless I am here and I am so exhausted. Yeah. So yeah, we're at the end of the video, guys. I know it was pretty short. I just like decided to make a video because I was like playing with my son, and then there was like this voice in my head saying make a video, and I was like, okay. But yeah, anyways, we're at the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you know when I upload. And also don't forget to comment because it makes other people comfortable to comment. And also don't forget to share because we want other people on the channel. Anyway, guys, I'm Amy MG. OMG. Bye.
Write me a new love, write me a new love, light me to you. No, wait a minute.